All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Caleb back with the Rolling Insights Hockey Show. It has been a while. It's been a couple weeks, actually, I think, since we've done anything. The last one we did was Olympic rosters, which is a couple weeks ago. So we're getting back into the swing of things. We might be changing days as well. Trying to figure out what works best for you guys when you guys can actually jump in, watch the show. Of course, I believe Ray is going to be joining us. We do obviously have, there's a lot to get into over the last little bit. Biggest thing probably over the last little bit is obviously the trades that have come up. Those would have been obviously the Kiefer Sherwood one was today. Kiefer Sherwood goes San Jose, and then the Anderson deal was yesterday. Heading to Vegas, no surprise, to be honest. Calgary just loves shipping to Vegas, and Vegas loves dealing with Calgary. And even though I think this is a bit of an overpay, I don't think it's. Anderson's not a guy I would go after if I was a team. But hey, they saw a guy that they wanted. They went and they got him, as Vegas always does. Somehow they still have the resources. I don't know how they had their first round pick for next year still in hand, strictly because the Hannafin deal was last year. Yeah, it feels like they've made a lot of trades. We can go over that. That's something actually I will bring up. If Ray jumps in here, we will go over Vegas trades. Obviously, if I bring it up here, obviously we'll show it here. The Mitch Marner trade, it is a trade technically. The Mitch Marner deal was a trade, and obviously that matters. It's not nothing. So let's bring that up here. Obviously, the Rasmus Anderson trade. So Rasmus Anderson goes out. Zach Whitecloud comes back to Calgary. Abram Wiebe, currently no contract. I think he's an NCAA guy. A first-round pick and a second-round pick that has potential to be a first-round pick if the Vegas Golden Knights win the Cup, which, let's be honest, is not impossible. There we go. We got Ray. Ray's jumping in here. We got him. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. We're back.
Hey, nice hat.
Yeah, hey, and we do have the same shirt, which is actually kind of hilarious. Obviously not right now. We're not wearing it, but I could have put it on. I should have put it on. That would have been smart. Okay, well, we're going over the Vegas trades. Obviously, I brought up the Rasmus Anderson trade, Kiefer Sherwood trade as well. I brought up, but I was just saying I don't know how Vegas still has assets left to trade. It baffles me that they still have places they can go to and find these assets. I don't know how they still have their 2027 first round pick in tow. And like I said, the Mitch Marner was a trade. They did trade technically Nicholas Waugh for Mitch Marner.
Yeah, true.
Before that, Jeremy Lauzon, Nick Hague. But I was thinking more like the bigger ones, obviously Riley Smith this summer. And then all the way back to like Noah Hannafin. Logan Thompson getting traded. Thomas Hertl was the big one last year too. I think that was the one that they swung. A first round pick went out for that one. First round pick went out for Noah Hannafin. These are all, I guess, a couple years now. But it does just kind of blow my mind that they still have assets that they can just swing. Be like, look, we're just going to go out and get arguably the biggest fish on the trade market in Rasmus Anderson. I was talking to some Flames fans yesterday. I honestly don't think that this trade does anything for Calgary to make them worse.
Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of Flames fans like pretty upset about it, and I was like, "What are you upset about?" Like, you get Whitecloud, who's having a tough year, but has shown that he's as competent defensively. You
Yeah,
lose
for
some,
sure.
you lose offensive upside, but I don't know. Maybe Weeks takes a step forward because he hasn't been the best, and you get a first and a second and a prospect.
And a potential for another first if Vegas wins the cup, which, like, I mean, you right now you'd have to say the Central Division is going to have the cup winner out of it with Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas being the strongest teams in the league right now. But Vegas is right there. If Aiden Hill stays healthy, they can get goaltending.
Oh yeah,
They're right there for a cup. We'll leave out Mitch Marner's uh, playoff
too long.
points and all that stuff. I mean, if he's a guy you're leaning on in the playoffs, it usually doesn't go well from experience. But you never know. New team. He could be turning a new leaf. No pun
Yeah,
intended with the leaf. But yeah, I just think like Zach White. So you save money. Zach Whitecloud is a guy obviously that you're going to be able to. He's got 2 years left on his deal. You're totally fine with that. You get a first round pick, potentially a second, but I'm honestly like, I think Calgary would rather, or if I'm a Flames fan, I would rather they have gotten worse out of this trade just in the near future, just because you want to be falling down the standings. And I don't think you do. Like, Anderson is hot garbage defensively for the most part right now. Like, he has not been great.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think it's Vegas, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't see the point. I really don't see the point in Vegas adding Rasmus Anderson, other than the fact that they just wanted to prove that they could go do it.
yeah. I feel like they're just trying to fill that Petro
Yeah,
spot. Yeah, which
true.
is
Yeah, he's out. He's going to be out for the season, so that I get it. Yeah, I see it.
yeah, probably just trying to fill that right side a little bit better.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
true.
I think it makes our decor like leaps and bounds better offensively.
Yeah, I would agree. Which, I mean, they do have some, like, obviously Shea Theodore's there, a guy who can move the puck really well. He's probably your, like, the main guy you have there. Now you do kind of have a second elite option, not elite, but another guy who can run a power play that
Yeah,
is not Petrangelo, but can fill some of the gap.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. He's having a pretty good year.
yeah, he is
Rasmus.
for sure. Yeah, he's bounced back. I felt like last year was not his best, and the points prove that. And then we had a second trade. This one came across just hours ago. Kiefer Sherwood, the San Jose Sharks. The rebuild is officially over. They are
Yeah,
buyers now. They are
yeah,
no longer selling at deadlines. They are purchasing. Another one of the top guys, another top guy on the trade block gets traded before the deadline, before the Olympic roster freeze, before all that happens. He goes for 2 second-round picks, and Cole Clayton, who is a free agent, he's a free agent at the end of this next season. This season, anyway, he's a young guy, 25-year-old. I don't even think he's not really playing with San Jose right now. I think he might be in the minors. But I mean, another guy. They got a goal scorer in San Jose now. Kiefer Sherwood does not get assists, but he scores.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I think he's probably gonna go right to Celebrini as soon as he's back. Eh? Colin Graff, Celebrini,
You got to think so.
Sherwood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
be.
I like this trade. I like it for Vancouver. I like it for San Jose. I think I'm surprised it wasn't a first round pick, because I think they were maybe trying to hold on for that, but good for them for pulling the trigger on a deal that they thought had value. You get 2 second round picks. Vancouver's definitely not making the playoffs this year. They're kind of in the same boat as maybe San Jose was last year, where they just need to ship off guys. And this opens the door. Like, is Pettersson going to get traded now? Obviously, Hughes already got traded. How deep is this going to go? Besser just resigned this summer. You can't imagine he's going to get moved. So maybe the last couple guys are Pettersson, And we'll see what happens. DeBrusk, I think, is another guy that they've been thinking about moving. Could see some value there for a playoff team for sure. Any other thoughts on the trades?
I think they're awesome trades. Like I think Sherwood's gonna fit in really well with San Jose, and I think Whitecloud. Like, does he get more of a Flames defenseman than Whitecloud?
Yeah, true. Yeah, very true. Yeah,
He's such a Flames defenseman.
Yeah,
I think they're good.
He's gonna fit in great.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got fleeced. Like, I thought 2 seconds and a prospect. I was like, that's pretty nice for San Jose.
Yeah. I mean, like Kiefer Sherwood, this is a career year.
Yeah.
And like, thank goodness he's having a career year for Vancouver. I mean, you're selling high on a guy who's got 60 career goals, and a third of them are from this season, and he's played almost 400 games, or just over 300 games. So, like, we just sell high on him when you're definitely not doing anything this year or next year. You're just kind of hoping for Gavin McKenna.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Lost 10 in a row.
Yeah, it looks bad. Like that game against Edmonton this weekend, and previously, like when they played Toronto even a couple weeks ago, I was like shocked at how bad they were.
Yeah, they're atrocious.
Like a team that's just given up.
Yeah. That Besser signing is so, and I love Brock Besser. I think he's nasty. $8 million, right? 8.5.
Yeah, 775, I think.
Yeah, basically $8 million. Scored 40 goals 2 years ago. Then he went 35 days without a goal.
Yeah, that's shocking for Brock Besser.
Yeah.
Like when he came into the league, I mean, he was like an elite shooter. And not to say that he's not an elite shooter anymore, but 10 goals in 46 games. And he's a minus 29. I know no one's a plus on that team right now. I did see a stat though. This is the most shocking stat that I saw. So Oliver Ekman-Larsson is being paid by the Vancouver Canucks right now, as well as being paid by one other team, maybe Florida or Arizona. I can't remember which, or somebody. He's getting paid by 3 teams, and he's getting paid not to play for Vancouver, and he would be leading the team in scoring right now if he was on the Vancouver Canucks. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, which is just that must hurt a lot. And not to say he wouldn't be leading the team if he was there, obviously, because they're not very good. Yeah. But the fact that he's elsewhere and you're paying him to play against you, and he's got 29 points, which is 7 more points than Brock Besser has this year, and he's like 31 points of plus minus difference between the two of them is pretty shocking. Tough times in Vancouver for sure.
Such a fall from grace.
Yeah, man.
2 years ago, in the playoffs, in the mix, and even JT that goes to New York. New York's as big of disaster.
Yeah,
if not bigger. You got the GM putting out a Logan Paul apology on social media.
Yeah. You know what the crazy part is that's not like, how many years ago was it that the Rangers did that at the end of the season? Do you remember that where they were like, we're sorry, like this is not who we are, like we promise we're going to rebuild and we're going to be better or whatever? I don't know how many years ago that was, but it's not that many.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, what would you guess, like 5 or 6, or is that too much?
Yeah, no, I would say around that. And then they built up, got won a President's Trophy in there.
Yeah.
And then now are at the bottom of the league.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see where Panarin goes.
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect. This is actually a perfect segue because Panarin was actually the next topic I want to get into. Not just Panarin, but the Rangers in general, with Adam Fox as well, because there's some rumors about Adam Fox being traded. But so Artemi Panarin, they said not offering him a contract.
Yeah.
Pick your destination. We'll try to get a trade on the books here. He's 33 maybe now. He's an older guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He was an old rookie. He was an old rookie. I remember there was a lot He
controversy.
is 34 years old, so he's still in his prime. Big name, obviously, he's up in free agency. This is the most Florida Panthers trade I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Like, there is no doubt. I would bet tons of money on the fact that come after the deadline, Artemi Panarin is going to be a Florida Panther.
Yeah, or a Golden Knight somehow. But
yeah, somehow. It's one of those two teams. I don't think there's any other option. Like, Tampa's not going to swing that deal.
No, they probably couldn't. But that's who I
No.
thought is like I thought Tampa, Florida for sure. He's just like fits into both teams so well.
Yeah. Like, he fits into Florida. Like, he's better, but like when Tarasenko went there a couple years ago and you were like, okay, this is like, they're getting that like last guy that's going to be on the power play, still going to play power play. We won't be on the top two lines. I think Panarin's better than Tarasenko at this point, but same kind of like, they're going to swing for that player and go for that guy. And like Panarin to the Panthers, just like, they're not going to re-sign him. You know what? Actually, they probably will. They'll probably re-sign him at the end of the season too. They'll just like somehow build better with him. But it's crazy, like, to think at the start of the season when like McDavid hadn't signed and like all this stuff was coming out, and you were like, Panarin's not going to re-sign a contract until McDavid does because he wants to see what his options are. And if the Rangers were anywhere near the playoffs, I bet you they would re-sign him.
Yeah, you know who? He could go to the Canes too, but a trade that I would make if I was the Devils GM is Timo Meier for Panarin.
Yeah,
there's a bit of an age gap, but
yeah,
just to mix it up because the Devils are so much worse than they should be.
Yeah, like it is that whole roster. I know they've had injuries. Jack Hughes has been hurt, but like, there's no way that roster should be as bad as it is.
No, not at all. That's the funny thing about the NHL now, man. Like, rosters are like, man, they're barely that different. It's like who's clicking, and like start of the year, Vancouver's roster is a good roster.
Yeah, true.
Horrible though, and
Yeah.
Rangers too. Like before the year, I was like, oh, if Miller has a good year, the Rangers could be back in the mix.
Yeah,
they're horrible.
Yeah,
it's so cool that the NHL has that much parity now. But
yeah, I love it. I do, but I'm also like, because I was talking about this the other day, like the fact that the Jets went from a President's Trophy last year to they're not making the playoffs this year unless they go on a St. Louis 2019 type of run.
Yeah.
St. Louis isn't making the playoffs again, so there's another team that's going to miss. LA is on the outside looking in, but they might make a spot. But like Utah, Seattle, and San Jose all competing for spots is like, that's great news for the league. That's exactly what you want to happen.
Totally, yeah. Seattle's so surprising for me. I thought Utah would make a jump, either make a wild card or be a couple points out. Seattle's so surprising to me.
It's shocking. And I still don't even like, I still feel like they're kind of smoke and mirrors, honestly, but like, but you never know. Like, the Pacific is not that good.
No.
So they definitely have a chance to get in. And then you look at the East and it's like, I mean, Washington, Toronto, Florida on the outside looking in, Ottawa on the outside looking in, New Jersey. Now you got Detroit, Montreal, Islanders, Pens, Sabres, and Bruins all there now again.
Yeah.
It's surprising. The Islanders surprises me too. I'm like, I don't want to say it's all Schaefer, but like, they didn't really make any other moves outside of adding Drouin.
Oh, it's Schaefer for sure. When we were talking about Olympic rosters a while ago, and I was saying that, like, you know, bringing Bedard just like can bring a lot of energy, having a young guy like that. That's totally what's happened with the Islanders.
Yeah, 100%.
Having that 18-year-old buzz around, like, it just gets.
There we go.
It just gets the people.
Little cameo.
Yeah, little Cody cameo, Cody Cam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets the team buzzing for sure.
Yeah, Ilya Sorokin having a revival season as well. That helps a ton. I mean, he's playing like a Vezina candidate. Shut out the Oilers, which is not easy to do at all. But Yeah, I mean, Panarin probably goes to the top of the trade list now. There's no one else really that matches him. Same state though. Dougie Hamilton's on the block.
Yeah.
Definitely going to get traded. There's not really much left for them to do there, but I keep going back and forth on whether like they're going to get something in return, or it's like kind of so far gone that they're going to have to like just eat what they can and kind of get rid of him. Because if that's the case, then the Leafs have to be interested. But if they're like expecting an asset back, the Leafs don't have anything that they can really match.
Yeah.
So I wonder what'll happen there.
Yeah. They scratch him. They bring him back. He scores. So it's like, okay. Well, I thought a deal was going to happen the day after when that.
Same, yeah. So did I. I was waiting for the message that was like Dougie Hamilton traded to the Leafs for Yarn Croak and a third round pick or
at all.
No, hey?
Not at all, dude. Watching him in
Oh,
Calgary,
goodness.
I was like, he's 6'5" and he plays like Connor Garland is more physical than Dougie Hamilton. That is the last thing we need in the Leafs.
I'm not gonna lie. I would trade Morgan Rielly for Dougie Hamilton straight up, 1-for-1.
It's tough for me to argue that. Morgan's so tough, dude.
Like
and
Morgan's playing terrible. Me too.
Yeah, always loved him, but he's like he just like can't get out of his own way half the time.
He's
terrible. Like, pretty good offensively this year.
At least, but like he is. I'm gonna look up the stats on this because I think he's the worst plus minus player on the team, which is hard.
Probably.
I also think I read there was a stat that came out of 422 NHL players that were in this stat category. He was on the ice for the most 5-on-5 goals out of any player in the league.
Yeah.
Which is just like, yeah, he's a minus 14 on a team with Jake McCabe being a plus 20.
Yeah, and there's only one other player that's double digit minus, and it's Domi.
Which makes sense, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. Yeah. I don't expect Domi to be a plus player, that's for sure. And Philippe Myers, obviously, and they're attached together, which is like the worst D. That is my nightmare D pairing is Philippe Myers and Morgan Rielly, and they send them out there shift after shift, and they just get like every shift they played against Winnipeg. I was like, here we go, they're done.
Yeah.
I guess the only like holdback there, like obviously, I don't think they're that much different, Hamilton and Rielly, but you would shake up the locker room, which I don't necessarily like because I know the guys love Rielly, so
yeah,
you don't really want to get rid of him there. So yeah, I mean, maybe there's no spot for Dougie Hamilton at that point, though. Like if the Leafs aren't going to take him, I honestly don't know where he's going to go.
Yeah, and like I know the trade was made to San Jose, which makes so much sense, but he acts that.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because
like it was perfect.
It was pre the season, so maybe he just thought they weren't going to be
right.
Good.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you be like, okay, I'll go there now?
Yeah, 100%. Bring the offer back on the table. I mean, San Jose would do it. They're thin. Like, I mean, they traded a D prospect today. They do not have depth on the back end. Like, they could use Dougie Hamilton, and it wouldn't hurt their team. Like, it's not like that is actually probably the spot.
I think the only right-handed D-man they have is Ferraro, right?
Yes.
They have a lot of lefties. So
I think their top pairing is Liljegren Ferraro.
Oh no, they have Liljegren and Klingberg.
But Liljegren plays the left side. I think that's what I'm saying. I think their top pairing is Liljegren Ferraro.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess they have Klingberg, so maybe they don't want him now because they have Klingberg.
I think Klingberg has like 7 or 8 goals this year too.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a question of how
he's a big DraftKings guy. That's a guy you add because he's not a lot of money most of the time. He's always the guy.
He's worked out for me a lot.
The Atlantic Division. So Leafs obviously play Minnesota tonight. Nylander's not playing, groin injury. They don't know when he's going to be back, which is terrifying. And if that news was the only news, I'd be like, all right, well, bet the Wild tonight. But the Wild are missing their whole second line. They are
And they've
just
been losing.
and they've been losing. The Leafs are like, I mean, they're 7-1-2 in their last 10.
Yeah.
And any other division, when you put up those numbers, you'd be gaining ground. Except that Tampa's gone 9-0-1, Detroit's gone 7-2-1, Montreal's gone 6-3-1, and Boston's gone 8-1-1. And then Buffalo's gone 6-3-1. They lost today finally in regulation. Like, that's 5 teams in your division ahead of you that are all on winning streaks at the same time as you, which I guess is good. You're keeping up, but like, it's crazy that you've gone 7-1-2 and you're not on a playoff spot.
Is it an American holiday today?
Okay, that I was gonna ask that as well, because there was like the Buffalo game started at 10:30 this morning or 11:30.
There's 3 games on right now. 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it's like Lincoln Day or something.
We're gonna, if we have any Americans watching this, January 19th. Oh, it is. It's MLK Day.
I was close.
You were very close. Props to you. Props to you for knowing the south of the border holidays. MLK Day, which, okay, maybe it's actually surprising there wasn't more games early. Yeah. Oh, but Florida starts in 2 minutes here, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Olympic breaks coming up. There's like 2 weeks left till it. I think February 5th is the last games, which is crazy.
So crazy.
The schedule is insane. But I was actually I'm gonna leave you the floor, because you were texting me the other day. You've been having some hot takes. You also got sick though.
Yeah, I don't remember it because I got
sick. So we've gone for 27 minutes. I'll open the floor to you. Anything you want to talk about? Any topics you want to bring up to discuss here?
Yeah, I just wanted to chat about there's been so many injuries. Do we see Sam Bennett playing anyway? Do we see Bedard coming for fun? Because is Horvat coming back or not?
Well, and we had talked about it when it happened, because I think we were skating together that day, right? When the day after the injury happened, and we were like, "Oh, it's nothing. He'll be back in a few days." And
Point as well.
And this kind of goes back to I was going to say, the schedule is just insane right now. The Leafs don't have 2 days off between games until March.
Oh my God!
When they get back from the Olympic break. They play a game basically every 2 days for the next 2 weeks. And they've already played a lot of games too. But it's every team. It's not just the Leafs. But the injuries, Nyes has a nagging injury. Nylander has a nagging injury. Yeah. Pointers is obviously pretty serious. They were thank goodness his season's not over. But he is week to week.
Yeah.
And if you're Tampa, if it's week to week and he comes back and he's healthy, one game before the Olympics, are you sending him over still? Do you want to pull the plug on that?
Yeah. Man, it's tough. I also don't want these guys to have so much pride that they come and then are a shell of themselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. This is the downside of only doing having the NHL players, they don't know if this is their only time they're ever going to get to go.
Yeah, totally. And I'm really curious because there's probably the most social backlash about Sam Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious if Pointer goes down, Sam Bennett's obviously not the same type of player. Do they take Scheifele instead? Or Bedard instead?
Yeah, I mean, that's I was listening to, they were talking about this on a broadcast a week ago, and if it is truly apples for apples, what they say, we want the same type of player, we want the same hand, then Bedard's not the same type of player. At least he's a righty.
Yeah.
Wyatt Johnson is a righty and maybe more the same type of player than Bedard is.
Mm-hmm.
Is Wyatt Johnson the guy you take?
It's also a guy that was not talked about snub-wise enough.
No, totally. And he deserves it. Like he's been great this year. But like
Every year,
positionally wise, Scheifele's the guy.
probably.
Like to me, I would take Scheifele next, but he's a lefty.
He's a righty.
Scheifele? Oh, he
Yeah.
is a righty. Okay, so then why I don't get the. You're right. Yeah. You know what's funny is when I think about Handness, I always have to picture them coming around the net and like making a pass to the front of the net. And like, what side do they come around? Like, I always think like, yeah, I don't know why I think that. Anyway, Scheifele, Bedard, and Johnson are probably the three options then if Pointer's out, just based on Handness. Scheifele's not as fast as Point. I don't think anybody is really though. Like neither is Johnson or Bedard. Neither of those guys can skate like Point.
No, Point can motor. He is kind of his own player. He's really good in the slot.
Yeah.
Maybe Johnson's kind of the guy in the slot. Bedard can shoot from anywhere. But
so, who would have to go down for Bennett to be the guy?
Wilson.
Yeah, you think so? Not Cirelli too?
I'd rather Cirelli go down and Bennett.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Cirelli as well. Like if Cirelli goes down, I don't think there's anyone over Bennett that you would replace him with.
Yeah, I would agree. But Wilson's the same.
Yeah, exactly. And like Horvat, so we'll see what his status is. But
yeah,
I definitely want Bennett on the team.
I don't see a way. I don't see a way that he's not there. Yeah, like right? I know he got snubbed, but like I can't picture the like Team Canada brass being like, all right, we snubbed him on the first one. We've had 2 injuries of guys that aren't going, but he doesn't really fit what we were looking for out of those 2 guys. So like, we're not going to take him. They would. I don't know how. Like, they would never hear the end of it. They're already not hearing the end of it. Yeah, like it's crazy to me. I mean, I'm shocked he didn't make it the first time.
Yeah.
But if they leave him off again when there's these injuries, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it would honestly just be straight up bizarre. And if they lost,
I mean that's at the end of the day. Like you can't if you went over there with Sam Bennett. This is the thing. If you had taken almost the same team as you did to the Four Nations and you lost, I don't think anybody would be like knocking you because you just won with it. Like obviously it works. Yeah. Outside of like adding Celebrini, that's probably the only guy you would like really want there. But
yeah.
But now with like the changes that you've made, you kind of you have to win gold, especially if Bennett doesn't come.
Yeah, it's a little more risky for sure.
Yeah. Let alone like the Devon Taves thing too. Like that's injury plus his wife. Like not only is he hurt right now, but he's also like might be having a kid over the over the Olympic break. Like who do you replace him with?
I think so, dude. I think before initial roster, I would have said Chychrun. I love him.
Yep.
But now after watching like a few Islanders games, I think Schaefer all day. The way this guy back checks.
But you think Schaefer and Makar?
Oh yeah.
Or you just think they won't be on a pairing? I mean, Schaefer and Makar on a pairing is ridiculous.
Yeah, and if not, you go like Shea and Makar is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. Yeah. I know. We don't get to watch Schaefer a lot here, obviously, but I watched him against the Flames, Saturday, and then watched him against the Leafs, and like he is dynamic as anybody. Like as dynamic as Quinn Hughes, as dynamic as Cale Makar,
and mature game.
Oh, he's legit. Like he's better than I thought he was going to be. Way better than I thought he was going to be.
Oh,
and makes me so sad that he couldn't play in the World Juniors a couple of years ago when he got hurt. Like,
yeah,
man, Canada should have won gold with him. Like, there's no way.
Oh, now I remember my hot takes from a couple.
Here we go.
It was all World Junior related.
That's fair. Yeah.
I was my buddy Mitch. He he texted me, like, because he's a football guy. He texted me, he goes, so we've lost 3 years in a row to Czechs. I was like, yeah. And he goes, why is that? And he put me in a blender. I was texting him ferociously. I think it comes down to so many things. I saw a really cool LinkedIn article about it, actually, about working class people being priced out of hockey, and I think there's a point to that, yeah, but I don't think that that's like the root cause. I think it's a bit of a stretch. I think one huge issue is getting placed to bantam when I was 18 years old, and I said this when I was 18. Me and my old man talked about it. Horrible idea. That does not protect anyone. If anything, it makes it worse. Like, it's the same thing with football. Like when they added the bigger pads and bigger helmets, they thought it was going to do better. Concussions got worse, right? Like, and so many coaches are letting parents coach the team.
Yeah, it's true, for sure.
Without getting too political about all this.
No, feel free. I mean, that's what it is. Like, it's not like a failure at the junior level. It's a failure at like every level coming up to what that level is.
Yeah, it's like
you can't just look at the World Juniors and be like, it's the team, you know? Like it's something fundamentally wrong with the whole system going down now.
Yeah.
And it's why the Czechs, it's why the Swedes, it's why everybody's catching. What's that?
Latvia,
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
is giving us fits every year because Czech and Latvia, they're like, hey, we're gonna play Canada's style of hockey, the old Canada style of hockey, and just grind teams out. The best thing about Canada is we would do that, but we also had the best players in the world.
Yeah.
So it was terrifying to play us.
Do you remember like 2010 to 15 probably? It was like Boxing Day every year was Canada, Latvia, or Canada, Germany. And you were like, perfect, a 14-0 or a 14-1 or 10-0. And it wouldn't even be like close. Physically, skill-wise, nothing. Like it was like they were in every way we would outclass teams.
Yeah, man.
That Switzerland coach who was like, look how many first-round picks they have. They have 10 and we have 1. Or 0, whatever it is. It's like that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that Switzerland coach was like, oh, we're just trying to survive.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to get hurt. Like, now, there's not, like, no one – I mean, somebody had posted on something about, like, the first shift of a Canada game or the first 10 minutes of a Canada game used to be, like, they would just dump it in and forecheck like crazy. And they didn't care if they scored or not. They would just like impose their will and just hit guys. And it would soften teams up. It's like the Florida mentality. And that doesn't happen anymore. I don't see one big hit.
Man, I don't know why you would steer away from that. There's never been a time in hockey where that doesn't work.
No.
Like, if you have that and skill, you win every single time.
What cup winner, like what cup winning team, like, because that's always what it is. Team that wins the cup, then every other team tries to model after him. There hasn't been any team that's been a skilled team that wins a cup.
I literally can't think of one that's just like all skill.
No. Like it doesn't happen because they don't win.
Yeah, seriously. Like I cannot.
Like, they just don't. Think of teams that get eliminated in the playoffs every single year. Carolina, pretty much all skill. Leafs, pretty much all skill. Edmonton makes it strictly because McDavid and Draisaitl are just that good, but they still can't get over the hump.
Yeah, but they didn't win.
Still can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those teams, they don't win. And you think about the teams that like went on dynasty runs, like LA, Chicago, Boston. Mm-hmm. Those teams had, like Taves and Kane and Kopitar and Doughty, but like they were also filled with like Justin Williams, Patrick Sharp, like Brent Seabrook, like guys who were just like big bodies who would play so physical. Andrew Shaw was like a legend in Chicago for so long because of what he did in those cup runs. Like, Canada does not, maybe they don't pick them for the teams anymore, or they just don't exist.
Every year there's always two guys that are like leading the month in scoring and they don't pick them,
Yeah.
which is a whole nother thing, which is probably like some hockey politics as well. But yeah, I think it's just Hockey Canada has zero identity now. We went to this like, oh, we need to be more skilled, and we would put all our eggs in one basket, which just Canada loves to do in every aspect of our country. Like the pendulum just swings to such an extreme. I don't know, like something wasn't broken, and you tried to literally re-engineer it from the ground up.
You had won 6 gold medals in a row.
It was. I just can't believe it, man.
There were talks back in the day of if there was a point in the World Juniors, like if they should keep having the tournament. Like
Yeah.
that's how good Canada was. There was no point. Like you walked into the tournament, you knew Canada was going to win. There was nothing else to do about it. That's it.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Like it makes me want to quit my whole career and coach and not let a single parent give me $1 or listen to a word that they say.
Yeah, I mean, you did coach. You were there. You were shaping minds.
Yeah. And let me tell you, me and Marco didn't care. Our first meeting with the parents was like, "This is our team. We're gonna treat everyone fair. You're not gonna tell us how to run our team."
To be honest, Marco's the other guy that I would put in that same category with you, and would pick you guys as two coaches that would get along very well.
Oh, I loved coaching with him. He was such an easy guy to be an assistant coach with.
Yeah.
Shout out Marco.
Yeah, shout out Marco. I haven't seen him in a long time.
You're watching.
Yeah, I'll send it to him after this. Anything else? We should probably wrap up here. It's been almost 45 minutes. Any last? I'll give you one more hot take or one more thing that's on your mind here.
No, I'm already too revved up. I want no more hot takes, but I want to share with you my DraftKings for today.
Okay. Are you a share your screen guy, or do you want me to go to DraftKings and we can build it on here?
Yeah, we can. Well, I'll tell you. I'll just tell you my roster, and then we can build it.
Okay, let's do it. Let me pull it up here. It's making me log in.
I think that was like 3 or 4 days ago. I was in the mix for first when I texted you.
Yep. I don't mean to brag, but I had 10 cents left in my DraftKings account.
Yeah.
And I entered into a golf contest for the whole weekend for the Sony Open, and I won first. And I won 20 cents.
Damn, dude. I don't know if
so not a big deal, but shout out Nick Taylor for really holding it down for me. Or sorry, Corey Connors for coming back for me. I decided to pick the other Canadian, which was pretty funny. But so you're going to see my DraftKings and it has 20 cents in it, and you guys are going to be like, why did you have 20 cents? Well, I won that 20 cents. And I got an email about it saying, here's your winnings. So shout out DraftKings. All right, who do you got?
Super big on NFL too.
NFL is a good one.
Yeah, I took Damari Douglas, and that was a huge pick.
Ooh, yeah, that's big.
You know where I missed is I took. What defense did I take? I think I took Rams defense. They got like 7 points or whatever. And New England got like 21 points for their defense.
Yeah, I mean, they had 4 picks in the first half.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, not his best game.
No.
Also, not totally
before was horrible too.
But yeah.
But
all right,
I'll tell you
with your lineup. What do we got?
So, okay, I'll tell you my lineup. I got Cody Glass.
Cody Glass. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how you spell that. Oh, Cody Glass. All right.
New Jersey's actually won, I think, their last 2.
Yep, they bounced back.
They're gonna do well against Calgary, but and there might be a little bit of a hangover. No Rasmus in the locker room.
True. Yeah.
And then for the first time, I think ever in history, I have Mitch Marner.
Oh man, you did it, hey?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. Getting him for 6,000 as a center,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It's a really good pick, and Philly's been losing.
Yeah. And Marner's been playing really well at center.
He has, actually.
Like he doesn't win draws, but
Yeah. And then my first winger is Dorofeev.
okay. Yeah, I mean, he's been crazy hot lately.
Yeah. And then I had to get some Islanders players in there because Vancouver just can't win a game. So I picked Heineman.
Emil.
Yep.
Nice pick. All right.
Yeah.
You're doing real well.
Yeah. This is a hot pick for sure. Could go one of two ways. We got Michelli.
Oh, PP1 Michelli.
Yeah.
And with Nylander out, he's definitely not leaving. So, and
Yeah.
maybe Nye's out tonight too. I think it's a great pick. All right, 2D-man goalie and a utility guy.
First D-man. So many people scoring their first game with a new team. We got Rasmus Anderson.
It's a good pick. I'm not even going to search it up because he's going to be right here. I like it.
And then I got Matthew Schaefer.
Oh, yeah. Schaefer against Van. I mean, it's like they're going to have nightmares of trading Quinn Hughes when they watch Schaefer just dancing them the whole night.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All right, who's in net for you tonight?
We got Sorokin. He's super hot.
Ilya Sorokin. Yeah, I mean that's. I feel like that's the biggest no-brainer goalie pick. There is not another goalie on here that I would pick over Ilya Sorokin.
Yeah, like maybe Dostal, but the Rangers Anaheim game is so hard to pick because they're both so bad right now.
Yeah. Also, the Rangers could let in 7, or they could get a shutout, or they could it's up in the air. The Ducks are the exact same. All right, and who's your wild card here?
I ended up taking, because I had a lot to work with, I ended up taking Jack Hughes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy to get that value late. All right, so Cody Glass, Mitch Marner, Pavel Dorofeev, Emil Heineman, Matthias Michelli, Rasmus Anderson, Matthew Schaefer, Ilya Sorokin, Jack Hughes. That is a nice lineup.
I like it. Like I wanted to get some Ducks players in there.
Yeah.
I think they have just better offense than the Rangers, and they're just both so bad. This could be a 6-5 game. But I don't know. I just don't trust anyone.
It's not even like you can really because Shesterkin's hurt, right? I think it's pretty quick going tonight. Or who do they got going?
I think it's
Spencer Martin is probable.
Oh God.
I have not heard that name in a long time, but Spencer Martin looks like he's the probable guy. So I don't know, maybe Anaheim does have some guys, but we'll keep this for now. Good lineup. Okay, that is going to wrap us up today. Ray, we're going to be switching days. We haven't figured it out yet. There's going to be, I think, some bigger stuff coming from Ray and I. We're definitely going to have a more dedicated time and a little more content coming your way throughout the next few months. We'll release a podcast. We'll put out that on Apple and Spotify. Finally, we'll get it in audio form so we can get that out there. We'll get our beautiful faces off your screen so you can just listen to us because right now you just got to watch us, which is always tough.
Buttery voices.
And our voices or faces for radio and our voices not for radio. I went to broadcasting school and I dropped out after 1 year. I'll say it's because of my voice, but we had a speaker come in and say that none of us were going to make it in broadcasting. And I was like, you're right. I'm not going to make it in broadcasting. And I decided to drop out.
And that's our resume.
And that's how we're here. Anyway, lots to come from us. Thanks for jumping in, guys. And we will see you guys next week.
See ya.